my kids.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'll have Gen Beta kids.
I think I was doing so good that this was like bound to happen.
I've just been watching so much YouTube that I'm like, why am I not doing this?
But I don't think that you need to be balanced by a masculine. I think you can be balanced by another feminine.
Yeah.
Why am I so scared to put myself out there?
Yeah, I am too.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Come here. You want up? Come on.
Yes, he doesn't look like those gloves.
Oh my god, yeah, it does.
Welcome back, bitches.
Alright, so we were just having a conversation about the perfect dressed man. And I'm trying to find a picture, well, like the perfect, just attractiveness
Style.
man. Yeah, but there's like,
Phrasing that's so weird.
there's like, I literally have the image in my head of
Yeah.
like this like person. And I'm like, is this just my future husband and that's why I have this image? Or is it like a...
Husband? I thought you weren't doing that again.
No, I probably wouldn't do that again. But you know what I mean. Okay.
You know who my, I think I know what you're saying, like your aesthetic of this guy.
Yeah.
You know who I think that is for me? Do you remember when there was like the year that they had Hot Santa? And he was like the buff Santa
Yeah,
that had
okay.
the beard.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's kind of my type,
Your
Hot
type is
Santa.
hot.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean.
He's like a little lumberjacky but clean.
Okay, like
And
this.
well groomed.
This is a little more hipster than I would like
All right, let's see this
go
guy.
for. I'll take a screenshot so we can show the like
Where you're going with
okay,
that.
like this shirt because it's not too tight. It's like loosely fitted just enough. You know what I mean? We'll take a screenshot of this one too.
Very important.
But like, oh, like, okay, that's nice, but like a little bit, maybe a little more beefy than him. And like maybe a little uglier in the face because that's like too cute. Like he knows he's cute and it's annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you think that my ideal type would be?
Judging by your dating history or what?
Yeah.
No,
because
Yeah.
I feel like
my
your
future,
dating
what's
history.
my future wife like?
What's your future wife like?
Yeah.
I honestly think you're gonna end up with someone kind of like you.
Except for I just have a feeling she's gonna be into crystals for some reason.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But like kind of like it,
Yeah.
like someone very similar to Berit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're looking, well, maybe not. Not necessarily in like looks, but in like you're looking for someone that's like also attractive, I think.
Attractive and creative, like a creative
But, like,
type.
Yeah.
Like they can't be a boring person.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't be with someone who like doesn't want to do art.
Yeah.
Right.
With me. Like I had to beg Gray to paint with me.
No.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
annoying.
I think you'll end up with like a free spirited girl.
Yeah, I
That
think
likes
so
to
too.
wear like lots of necklaces.
But
and
I mean
stuff.
like feminine or masculine.
I think feminine. That's
I
what
think
I'm saying
feminine.
with
yeah.
That's what
definitely
I'm
feminine.
saying someone like you, like you're feminine for sure,
Yeah.
but you're not like overly feminine.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you need to be balanced by a masculine. I think you can be balanced by another feminine person too, and I think that
I think it will be.
I do think that that's actually
Yeah.
more who you'll end up with. Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I feel like you, like maybe when you were first doing, like, like being in a relationship with someone like the same sex, I feel like you were maybe not confident, and so you were choosing based on
like
I kind of feel like you could do better than them. You know?
Yeah, that's why I was like, based on your dating history or what I think would be more of a match for you, because I don't think your dating history has been a very good match for you.
I agree.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all, I mean, I do the same shit, obviously.
I think I have always like seen myself as not attractive though.
Oh.
So I think I've been as
You're
attractive
like bringing
as my
your
partner.
standards
So,
down.
I think that historically been like as attractive as my partners have been.
You're into movies, so you'll get this. I don't know that you've seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies, but
Alana loves those.
Galadriel, how she's like glowing in the forest.
Yeah. Yes.
That is what I mean when I talk about how Berit has like this angelic glow. If I could just show you Galadriel walking through the forest, you'd be like, oh, now I get it.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Like a soft, like
soft,
buttery,
feminine, there's just like an angelic. I'm gonna find a video of it and I'm gonna show you, and you'll be like, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Well,
we have a lot of
most people would be like,
props.
I know exactly who Galadriel is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could totally see that.
Yeah. But she's not like a weak character. She's actually like a warrior.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting though. To think about like if we are ever in other relationships, like what that person will be like.
Yeah, like if you could design with the
Like,
AI.
if I could
Like a good relationship. Like one
relationship.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
I've
It would
got
have to
so
be a
many.
super masculine person for me that's good with their hands. Like I like people who can build stuff. And do
Yes,
stuff
I
with
need
their
a
hands.
handyman.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find a handyman that dresses kind of like stylish.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't even want stylish. I
When
want
you're
like
younger,
rugged
but not
chic.
when you're older, because people tend to dress a little bit
That's
for their
true,
age. So
actually.
when you're older, they dress a little bit nicer, but they're still good with their hands.
Yeah. I definitely need a handyman for sure.
Yeah.
I want a girl who I can share a closet with. I want to be the same size.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
But I don't know, I think I'd get a little territorial over my clothes. I'd be like, nope, that's mine. Like, you can't wear that. That's how I was with my sisters.
Yeah, I grew up with
Oh, I
sisters. so
hated
we
when they
shared-
took my shit.
Oh, really?
Hated it.
Yeah, I guess we did fight over like whose stuff was whose, but
I mean,
don't know,
I would
don't
steal
think I
their
would
shit.
care now. I would be totally okay with it.
I draw a lot of like my identity from my things, I think.
Huh.
Which is not good, I know that, but like I don't know. I get a little possessive for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, you make me give you back your hair ties like they're your children.
I think like things carry meaning. A lot of things, depending on what it is. There's some shit I don't care about, obviously. But there's like some articles of clothing that I'm like, it's like my blankie almost.
Yeah.
It's like I have an attachment to it.
I don't have an attachment to clothing at all, but I think it's because I've always struggled with style and finding my style and figuring out how to dress myself, and it was never something that, it seemed to me like all girls came like downloaded with this information on how to dress themselves perfectly, and I was just like,
That's
I did
interesting.
not get that memo. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I've been over the years slowly figuring it out a little bit, but still struggle a lot with it, and I think that's why I don't have an attachment to clothing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's
if
an
it'll look
interesting
good on
thought.
you, you can have it, because it never did look right on me.
Like what determines that?
Yeah.
It must. I mean, you grew up like in the country too,
Yeah.
so I wonder if that, like, how do you get style?
Yeah. Oh, when
You
I was
know?
a kid, I on purposely would dress as weird as possible. Like we could go to like these. They had like these church giveaways by us, and we would go there so that we could get like old man's polyester pants and shirts that are in 2 different prints,
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
wear those to like school.
That's funny.
That is awesome.
Like ironically weird.
My
yeah.
mom would do shit like that.
Yeah, that's how I was when I was a
She'd
teenager.
wear like
That's awesome.
She'd wear one earring. My mom would like one dangling earring and one
That
stud.
is so weird.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
she-
probably just a 90s thing, I guess, probably, but yeah.
She had really
Yeah.
good style, and I think my mom still has good
Oh
style.
yeah,
for,
Kyla
like,
looks really good.
these are her sweatpants. I feel like I'm also
Yeah, I have a pair like that.
about clothes. Like
They're-
I like when things I know where they've been and I know like where they came from.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like a piece of furniture almost. You know.
One of my favorite pair of pants from semester at sea, I wore them so much that I wore like a hole through
Yeah.
the thighs. And I was like, these pants have been to war countries.
Yeah.
Most pairs of pants ever will.
Yeah. I have a lot of sweaters that I've had like for so long. Like that one that I wear that has like holes in the. It's got like holes here, and it's like knitted.
Yeah.
Like that thing's been through it with me, but I love it, and I will never get rid of it. I tried to take it to the like ultra cleaners. There's like a seamstress that
They're like,
owns
what
it.
is this?
And she's like usually really good. Like she's good at hemming, and I wanted her to like fix that for me. And I thought she would be able to like create some sort of magic and like stitch it back up, like make it kind of look the same. She just fucking put a patch on it.
Aww.
Like on the inside, she put a
Yeah.
patch, and it's I'm like that. I guess works. Like I don't know if there was another way to do it. I think that she was like, this is the only.
You need to get someone who's good at embroidery to put like a
Right.
little.
That's what I was hoping is like
I'm
they would
good
be
at
able to
embroidery.
stitch it back in.
I used to have an embroidery Etsy shop.
Oh
Yeah.
well, you can try and.
Did you know that?
Fix
You
it.
knew that.
I think I did.
You
know
told me
that.
that
Yeah.
once.
That's like part of my lore.
Is
I
that
know. One of the many lives of Bear.
Yeah, I know. I do feel like you have quite a few
Yeah.
like hobbies, which is a good thing.
That is a good thing. I like it that you keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
You don't just
I'm
consume
trying to have
other
more
people's
hobbies.
consume other people's creativity. You create your own.
COVID is kicking my ass. My head is just like pounding.
I'm on day 2 of starting to feel like a normal human again.
I'm on day like 4.
Yeah.
4 probably.
Did you pick a card already?
Yep.
Alright.
All right, Kat, what you got for us tonight?
Do I count?
1, 2, 3. Ooh, I got a new one, and I like it.
I got an old friend.
Aww.
Wait, let me guess. I don't think it's clean it up.
Time to go.
No. All that glitters? I don't know.
Why?
Oh my
no.
god.
Why?
Not why.
Wow.
What did you get?
Co-create.
Ooh, I got Yang.
Damn. Look at
That'll
Michelle
be
and I
interesting.
getting new
I don't know what
ones.
that means though.
Where's the bookie book?
I think Yin is
Book.
male energy and Yang is female energy, if I'm correct. But I
Mhm.
could be wrong about that. Ooh, and it's number 1.
What number? Okay, I'll start with that one then.
Whoa, the number 1 card.
The masculine principle of movement and creative activity.
Okay,
The power to make things happen.
Oh, this is
Taking
hers.
action. This is Yang, yeah.
Oh, it's masculine.
Okay, it's not the feminine, it's the masculine.
So Yang
Oh.
represents. Wait, are we not reading the oracle message?
Just read it to me. I want to hear what it says.
Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now.
I know exactly what that's about. That's about remodeling.
Nice.
Because I've been busy getting to
Yeah.
work on that.
Yeah.
That's exactly
That is-
what that's about.
And that's a very masculine.
And I feel like
It is a very masculine, like tearing apart my house and
Yeah.
putting it back together the way I want it. But it's like a new beginning. It's
Yeah.
something I've been wanting for a while.
It's gonna make you feel so good when it's done.
Oh, I'm so happy about it.
Yeah.
And it was really easy to get some good momentum on it, so I was happy about that.
Yeah. That'll be nice. Your house is so like important to your I feel like
Your mental state.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really
agree.
like when I'm
It's across the street. You're not even.
Yeah.
It's like
wrong
right
house,
there.
bro.
It's the neighbors. All right. What was yours?
I got
Co-create.
co-create. Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. Oh, yes. And I was actually just about to say I feel very creative since being here because I'm like able to like make my house the way I want it. And it's very like I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with the universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I feel like it's very fitting, because I'm just kind of like flying at the seat of my pants right now with life. Like, I'm really just like, alright, let's try it, you know? And it, like, could be very bad, but it, like, could also be very great.
Yeah, like the other day you had like your first moment of like big doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, that was scary. Like, I was, like, crying here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause I was gonna say, it seems like you jumped into all of this stuff, but it's like starting to take shape now.
It is. And Berit and I were talking about it, because I was like, I need to not be alone right now. And, like, I think I was doing so good that this was, like, bound to happen.
Oh, yeah, like the
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, like,
it's a moment of like grief almost for like,
Yeah.
your past.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that would happen. Like, I knew these things would come up. But, like, it was the first time I was really experiencing it, and it was not great. But then I felt better the next morning. I was like, okay, I'm good. I just needed to, like, cry and remind myself that, like, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
My chat today was weird. Like, I'm kind of like, this is so unconventional, but I'm just, like, going with it.
I feel like the moving on from old life situations like comes in waves,
Mm-hmm.
like grieving it, I guess.
It definitely does. It's like certain things that remind you. That's what I think happened to me, is I was reminding myself of, like, good moments that I had, and I was like,
Yeah, but then we talked about like, would you rather be in
that
like,
situation
a
right
year
now.
from now? Yeah,
Mhm. No, and I was like,
no,
absolutely not. Yeah.
So.
What about you? Why do you think you got why?
Yeah.
Oh, I have been very sick for 8 days now.
Yes.
Long time.
With coronavirus.
Being sick makes the time slow down a little bit, though.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I have been like so sick that like talking makes my jaw hurt because my sinuses are so infected and like my ears.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I can't do anything. My eyes hurt from watching TV too long. I'm like, ugh. So I have just been thinking and thinking and thinking. And I was thinking about like last year's New Year's resolutions, because last year, New Year's time, I did know you guys.
Yeah.
And I had very different like resolutions that I do this year.
Huh.
And one of them was to like make YouTube videos.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I did for the first like couple weeks. I've been on YouTube for like other things, but
Yeah.
I wanted to make like self-development stuff and like vlogs and all that
Right.
kind of content. I like bailed because I got scared.
Oh.
And I keep coming back to it in my mind of like, why am I so scared to put myself out there?
Yeah, I am
And,
too. I get it.
Yeah. What would I want at the end of next year that I don't have like right now at the end of this year?
Mm-hmm.
And like the only thing I can think of is like if I had like vlogs of our shenanigans of this year. Like that would be so
really
freaking
cool.
fun. And it's like why not?
We're kind of doing
Like,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it kind of manifested itself just in
Yeah.
a different way.
But I think it really prompted me to think like, why bother documenting your life? Why bother like journaling? Because I do all that kind of stuff a little bit more obsessively than most people, I think.
Yeah,
Like with my
for sure.
like art journals and written journals and everything. don't know why I'm so like intense about it.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think that there's really powerful things that you can get from it, so I think it's good to be intense, but I also think you can, like, relax if you want to.
I think that you have a lot to share with the world, and for some reason you think you have a limited amount of time. And so maybe that's why it's important, like, hey, I was here and this is what I was able to do in my time here. Because
Yeah.
there's so much pouring out of you all the time between, like you were saying,
Yeah,
making videos, making
Yeah.
music,
Art.
making
Yeah.
art, all of the different things that you do. It's like you're in a hurry to get it all out. You know,
Yeah.
so maybe like documenting it all is like part of that process, I think.
Yeah, I think that's how kind of you, like, make sense of your emotions, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like therapy to you.
Oh, for
Yeah.
To like get it out. And honestly, I need to be better about doing it, but every time I do it, it's like amazing and it like gives me clarity.
Yeah.
Like this morning I did it. That did make it easier because I just like wrote down kind of how I was feeling and like what I expected, and then I basically came to the conclusion that like I didn't know what I expected, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Like what happens will happen, and it was just, it's nice to get it on paper
Yeah.
so you can like navigate it.
I do my journaling at night before bed, and I just like, most of the time I just write like a little bit about what happened that day.
Yeah.
You know, just to be like, so that when I look back on it, I guess I can just kind of see where I was, what was going on, and remember, oh yeah, I remember when that happened.
That's how I typically journal too, is at night, and I do talk about the day. But for some reason this morning I had like I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot
It's
to get
helpful
out.
to work through
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
in real time. It also like puts things into perspective when you are forced to confront how small of a problem something
Yeah.
is. Sometimes you're like, I'm really upset because of XYZ, and then you're like, okay,
Especially
then
when
you,
you
get over it.
Especially when you look back on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, oh my god, like in the moment, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, this feels like a big deal, and then you look back and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Journaling when you're upset is amazing.
Yeah. And looking back on it is
getting-
amazing.
Just getting all that poison out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And then being like, oh yeah.
But then being able to look at it when you're like a little more clear-headed
Yeah.
and be like, oh wow.
And I think that like videos is the ultimate version of that, like seeing yourself grow.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
glad that I have all my videos from like college and semester at sea, and like that's why I want to start doing that kind of stuff again.
Yeah.
That's something that people who grew up in a cell phone era,
Yeah,
like that's
the
like
internet
their
is so different. I've just been watching so much YouTube that I'm like, why am I not doing this?
Yeah.
For my generation, like our parents had to have a camera and remember to take pictures of you and remember to get it whatever, developed.
Yep.
So there's like not a lot, only like special events, holidays or special events were captured basically in my childhood.
That's how I was until I was about 5 when digital cameras were like everywhere. Like when my mom got one. And that's when pictures of me at like regular school things and stuff started. But before that, I was like, my parents had a film camera.
Yeah, we didn't. There's like not a lot of pictures of me in my childhood either.
And
It's just,
videos
like,
of me I'm already an adult. Like
Yeah.
the video.
I
We
saw the
had a
first-
video camera when
I
I was
don't
a
even know if
kid,
there's
and we
videos
had
of
like
me.
the
I don't
old
think there are.
camcorders, but I don't think any of those videos exist anymore. They're long
Yeah.
gone, along with VCRs, which would be the only way to even view them.
Yeah, my
Which who
Uncle
has
Harry
that?
might have some of mine,
Huh.
but like,
It's interesting that the majority of our life will have documentation of though.
Yeah,
At this
that's
point.
true.
yeah. I remember
Because I was like,
when my
19,
friends were having
18.
kids, and they would like
Like
take
younger, I
pictures of them
guess.
every day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that never existed when I
I
was
know.
a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
That'll probably help, I think, people. Like kids that have seen pictures of themselves from the get.
yeah,
and they know what they look like at every stage of life,
Right,
kind
yeah.
of, and they can.
So
I
they
feel like
won't
that
have
would
body
be.
dysmorphia is bad, maybe.
Yeah, and you like maybe treat yourself better.
As long as their parents stop putting these filters on them,
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
because they think that's what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the kids with going to Sephora and getting expensive skincare. Oh, I heard a headline.
I didn't realize how bad that was. That's like bad.
Yeah.
I heard a headline that there's a new generation starting in 2025. It's called Gen Beta.
Oh boy.
No.
And so it's going to be the kids born from 2025 to 2039, which will
Holy
be my
shit.
kids.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I'll have Gen Beta kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would too if I had kids.
Yeah.
We both would. Yeah. Yeah. That was one thing said today that I was like, man. He was like, I shouldn't have like made big decisions like that out of fear. And he's like, and that's exactly what I was doing, is I was just like scared that money was gonna be a problem and that I was like not gonna be as good of a dad to this kid because I would be old. And he's like, and I was just like looking for the negatives the whole time. And I wasn't like trying to find like the silver lining. And I'm like, yeah.
Or
You
seeing
really
what it
were.
would add to your life to
Right.
have another person.
Like it might look different than it looked with, but it won't be bad.
Yeah.
And like,
Like the thought of having a son didn't sound good to you at all.
right.
You
Or
know?
yeah. But it did, and I know it did. He just like that's what his problem is that like finances worry him so much that like he makes his decisions based on that, and then he realizes that he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh fuck. And normally like, you know, it turns out fine in the end, but
But he kind of like but affected your ability to have that decision in your life.
the
Like having
kid
a
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, like, and I think that's why he, like, apologized. Like, he's apologized for this stuff to me before, but he would like, he was like, I really just want you to know, like, I'm really sorry about that. And I think he feels like a little bit guilty because he's like, you know,
I
you
feel
might
like
not
there's-
have kids now.
I feel like there's almost like two types of people, where there's like the type of person who overanalyzes parenthood and ends up putting it off for too long and forever because they're like, there's so many things that I need to get accomplished
Yes,
first.
yeah,
And then there's people who are
that's
just like,
me.
let's just not think about it and just
Yeah.
have a bunch of kids and never consider
it
how
works
we're
out.
gonna take care of them.
But it works out, you know why? Because you,
Your life has
Have
to
this now.
adjust for it.
Yeah, like, there's
it
no
has
other
no
option.
choice. Yeah.
that was also, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but that
No.
was also something I told today, and I think I've told you, is like, I remember thinking how fucking resourceful I was when I was like going through my drug thing,
Yeah.
and I like did whatever I fucking needed to do to like get a fix, and
Yeah.
like there would be some shit that we would pull out of, like, I was like, damn, how did we make that happen?
Yeah.
And I think about like you, when you are in a position that you want something and like you have to do it, you will figure
You
out
just
a
do
way.
it. I feel the same way about smoking cigarettes when I was young. Like I couldn't barely afford anything like food or anything,
Yeah.
but I could afford cigarettes.
Oh, and
every
you would
day.
find
like,
a way to
what?
make it work.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
insane to think about now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nailed it.